In my system, you have to get to the middle of the road. If you can't get to the middle of the road, I personally don't know how to take off from the periphery. I don't know how to do that. There may be somebody who knows how to do that. I don't know how to do that. If I put forth that I knew how to do that, it would be misleading to you and it would be dishonest for me. I have a very broad middle of the road. You know? I mean, there's a lot, and I have demonstrated that just about anything goes, but not anything goes. If a person is alienated, afraid of a city, then that's not the middle of the road, because this world has a lot of cities. If a person is afraid of the country, then that's not the middle of the road, because this world has a lot of country. This country has a lot of, a lot of woods. If people are afraid of authority, then there's a lot of authority around. If people are afraid of being alone, all those things are out of the middle of the road. You have to be okay. You have to be relatively okay with a lot of circumstances. So I set up a lot of circumstances for people. We set up business circumstances. We set up different kinds of responsibility. We set up all these different dynamics. We travel for that reason, so that it comes out. Is there something that you're trying to fend off? Because if there is, that's where your energy is going to go. And probably if you learn some spiritual secret, instead of using it to climb to the heart, to God, what you'll use it to do is to help yourself fend off what you always wanted to fend off in the beginning. And that's a very, very precise reason why we have to get to the middle of the road. Because if we're manipulating life and not able to receive it more or less how it comes in, so if somebody calls, we have, my lawyer is calling this in, and have to go down and meet with him and put on a suit, and that you can do that, and you could just as well say, well, we're going out to the woods and the jungle, we're going to climb across this and this, and you can do that. That leaves a span of, there's a lot of things in the middle. And then there's also the interpersonal dynamics. That you're not afraid to dance, you're not afraid to sing, you're not afraid to laugh, you're not afraid to cry, you're not afraid to do hard work to the extent of your ability, you're not afraid to sit still, all those things. If you have, I'm really trying to get you to understand the necessity for exploring all these different things to see what comes forth. Like if you are afraid to make decisions, then you're going to use whatever spiritual gifts you get from your interactions with this dynamic to protect you from having to make decisions, and not to use it so that you can climb and fly. So I know the middle of the road. I know how to do it there. I can't say I don't believe anybody from this culture can take off from any other than the middle of the road, but I have good reasons to suspect that that is the case. But if you look hard enough, you might find an exception, or you might find that you're an exception. That's possible. But as far as you and me are concerned, if you want to proceed in the path that I teach, you got to get yourself to the middle of the road where you're not